The Ohawu Agricultural College at Ohawu in the Ketu North district of the Volta region began as a mechanization center in the early 50s under the British colonial administration. In 1965, the center was converted to an agricultural college to provide middle-level manpower training for the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. The college, which was opened by one Dr. Dean Elliott from the USA, is one of the 4 agricultural training institutions in the country, apart from the Damango Agri College in the northern region, as well as the Kwadaso and Ejura colleges in Ashanti. The college currently shares boundaries with the Crops and Soil Research Institutes. The Ohawu Agri College provides its students with the relevant knowledge, skills and attitudes needed in the agricultural sector. The training enables the graduates to provide technical knowledge in modern agricultural techniques not only to prospective and practicing farmers but also those in the field of agriculture. Samuel Mawinam Sabla is the current principal of the college.
Ohawu Agricultural College is one of the 4 agricultural training colleges in Ghana, and they train the middle level manpower, that's the agri extension officers who are distributed or recruited by the Human Resource Department and posted to Ministry of Food and Agriculture extension offices in the whole Ghana, and they help to assist the farmers and give them technical backstopping or to train the farmers in modern agricultural techniques so that they can increase their yield.
The college runs a 3-year diploma certificate course in general agriculture. It also has a 3-year certificate program in agriculture. Under the certificate course, students pursue 2 years of theory at Ohawu in addition to a 1-year practical training at the Adidome Farm Institute at Adidome in the North Tong district. The college has some plantations used for practical lessons. They are a 1 hectare land size of mango plantation, a 1/4 hectare size of pineapple plantation, as well as 2 hectares of coconut plantation dotted around the school. The Ohawu College has a work strength of 38. The breakdown is a teaching staff of 12, an administrative staff of 3, as well as 23 workers and artisans. Since its establishment some 48 years ago, the Ohawu College can boast of training close to 2,600 students who are not only found in the Ministry of Food and Agriculture as extension officers, but also supervise farmers in the other private and public organizations, including churches and non-governmental organizations.
Since the school was established in 1965, so far I can say we've trained up to 2,600 students or extension officers who are mostly working with non-governmental organizations who are having farms, or churches farms, private farms, and most of them are engaged by the MOFA to train the farmers.
The college is located on a 360,000 hectare size of land acquired by government in 1955. In terms of acreage, the college's land size is approximately 904 acres. Since then, no meaningful development has taken place on the entire school land over the years apart from the current old facilities and structures which occupy about 20% of the college's available land size. About 500 acres of the college's land came from the Jogegi family of Achiava Mekpokuve, with about 120 and 100 acres coming from Bejama and Ohawu respectively. The rest of the land was given out by other families and sister communities in and around Ohawu. The Ohawu College has a wide range of structures and facilities. The main administration block has 12 offices, including that of the principal, 1 conference room, as well as a common room for the staff. In the area of residential accommodation for both the teaching and non-teaching staff, the college has 4 semi-detached bungalows for the junior staff of the college. The bungalows are, however, not in very good conditions. The senior staff, on the other hand, has only 11 staff bungalows which are dotted at various locations around the college compound. The college also has a 4-unit bungalow which serves as a guest house. 5 4-unit workers' quarters, known as blocks, are serving as residential facilities for the non-teaching staff of the college. Each block has 4 rooms with kitchens attached to the facility for the occupants. The facilities are not only in very deplorable conditions but also need urgent rehabilitation if the college is to attract the needed staff to run the affairs of the school. Though the college has an overhead concrete water tank for the distribution of water to the entire compound, water is still a problem in the school. Abidatu Abdullahi and Stephen Efa are the student leaders of.
In fact, we have problem about the water. The water we do take in is not the best. We get the water from down there, it's straight to our pipes, and then we take it like that. So if government can do something about it, I think we'll be happy.
As an agricultural college, the need to also equip its students with practical skills and knowledge cannot be overemphasized. The school has farms, silos, and different species of animals which are used for practical teaching purposes. The 2 silos the college has have become white elephants because they are not currently in use. The college has 1 kraal with about 17 cattle, which sometimes move about freely on the college compound during the day. In the poultry house, there are currently 530 white cockerels as well as 300 brown layers, all imported from Belgium. There are also black and white local cockerels at the farm, which number about 95. The piggery, on the other hand, has 19 pigs brought in from the Nungwa animal farms in Accra. There are also 10 white turkeys, all of which are used by the students for their practical lessons. Mohammed Nuhu Adams is the head of the Animal Science Department and the Dean of Students' Affairs of the Ohawu Agri College.
This is the college cattle. There are 25 in number, and West Africa and then the Sanga breed mix-up is what we brought for teaching purposes. The students come there to undertake practical work, which will give them the necessary skill in providing services to the farmers when they become extension officers or when they go into private farming enterprise as entrepreneurs. The school also undertake poultry production. As we've gone through it, we have turkey, 10 of them. We have cockerels, white ones, 300, and then we have black cockerels, which are at the table level, 95, and then we have layers, 300. All these are brought up in the college for practical teaching so that the student will have practical skills in animal production and health management, which is very important for the college to be able to, turn out products who fit into the market and be able to provide services that are needed by farmers in terms of, increasing animal productivity and then animal health improvement. We also keep piggery, and that one is the large whites, and it's also for teaching purposes. Then we have rabbits, grass cutter, and then sheep.
Teaching and learning at the college is managed in a 1-story facility lecture hall comprising 3 classrooms, 1 ICT center, as well as home science and science laboratories. The college also has 1 examination cum assembly hall, which accommodates about 200 students. The hall is also used for entertainment and other social functions. As part of efforts to improve the dining place of the students, the college's dining hall and kitchen complex has been renovated by government. The facility, which can accommodate 400 students, is yet to be handed over to the school. The Ohawu College currently has a student enrollment of 310, out of which 62 is females, representing about 20%. 5 halls of residence give accommodation to about 200 students, 4 of whom stay in each room. The only female hall of the college is the Elliott Hall, which houses about 40 students. The remaining 4 halls of residence are for the male students. They are the Tetekwashi, Bote Doku, Great La Anyani, as well as the Pinda halls. Stephen Efa and Abidatu Abdullahi say their residential facilities are not the best.
Shortage about our dormitories. People sleep about 6, and then the room too is not big enough to accommodate such number. So if government can build a story building that can accommodate more people, so that this college could be upgraded into a great university in the country, I think we'll be happy.
Our challenge is the hall. We are choked too much.
And then when it comes to accommodation too, about 6 people are sleeping in a room, which the students are not feeling comfortable in it. So we are appealing that they should create more facilities so that we can feel comfortable in our rooms.
The college library is nothing to write home about. The library, which has very few books, has a capacity to accommodate about 100 students, a situation which is worrying to the students.
We have a library, but then there are not much books for us to carry on our research and other things. The books that we have there are outmoded ones, so we need new ones that will help us.
In a similar development, the mechanization center of the college also leaves much to be desired. It has a large empty space for equipment for practical work, offices, as well as 2 classrooms for the students. Currently, the tractors at the center are not serviceable, making training a bit difficult for the students. According to the college authorities, the tractors came as model machines and therefore have no parts in the market for their repair. Moses Kwesi Nate is the head of the engineering department of the college.
Here we have equipment and tractors for students in practicals. We use these machines in order to get the students have the skill in operating the tractor. And also we have a welding plant for constructing our own structures and also for training the students to be able to construct any tool or to practice on the welding. And also we have facilities that we can use to fabricate these necessary structures that we need to put things into it, like feeders for our poultry and also for the rabbits and pigs to feed in it. We can also weld broken tools like holes that the students use to do work on the field. Currently, the tractors are not serviceable because they come as model tractors to be used for training, and we don't have the parts available to repair them, so they are currently unserviceable. Yeah, making training for the students a bit.
We need a modern techniques. If we talk about these technologies, our tractors, we talk about the combined harvesters, we need to know how they work before we go out and teach our farmers. But now, if all these machines come into the system, they give it them straight to the farmers, in which we need to know how they work before we can go and teach our farmers and extension officers. But now we don't have all these facilities around. So you go there without having any much about that. It's now the farmers who are supposed to teach you, but it should be the other way around, that you are going to teach them what to do.
The only 35-seater Tata bus donated to the college some years ago has also been grounded for the past 2 years due to lack of its spare parts in the market to put the bus back on track. The only carpentry workshop and store of the college has become an eyesore due to the general deplorable state of the facility. The school authorities and the students say there are other challenges facing the Ohawu College.
Mostly the challenges that we have Infrastructure to be upgraded, especially the dormitory, which can take only 200 students if 4 are in one room. So we need more dormitories, more classrooms. We need to expand on the training materials if we want the students to acquire the practical training knowledge. The school currently have no tractor. So training in agricultural engineering is very difficult. So actually, if we get a tractor or two and maybe a bus for taking the students to field trips, it might help improve upon the training here.
We don't have any school bus. So that means that in terms of field trips and other things, the students have to contribute and then find money to go to other trips. All these problems are what we are facing in this school.
We have shortage of lecturers because you can see a lecturer taking about more than 3 courses, which doesn't bring the good or what we are expecting at the end. So if government can also do something about it, because I know the college is in to train the people to acquire a skills, and even if it's a way that there should be a self-employment, agri-college students need to get some incentive from government so that they can use to establish ourselves and then improve the system of our economy.
The problem of accommodation. Right now we have a satellite campus at Adidome. It's all due to lack of accommodation. We are pleading with the government that it can give us enough accommodation and of course elevating to the status of university. We'll be very much grateful to the government.
Perhaps the biggest challenge facing the Ohawu Agri College is the complete neglect of its several deteriorated structures belonging to the then state farms. Some of these structures and facilities have been taken over by weeds. Among the abandoned facilities is a collapsed dam constructed in the 60s on a 10-hectare plot of land belonging to the people of Ohawu and Bokuve. Though some rehabilitation work was done on the dam in 2002, it did not stand the test of time, leading to its current complete collapsed state. In recent years, the dam has become a source of water supply not only to some residents of Ohawu, but also some citizens around the area. Residents and stakeholders of education in the area are of a view that when the dam is rehabilitated, it can be used to irrigate a vast land size beyond the peripheries of the dam. In view of the importance of the Ohawu Agri College and its strategic location, the chiefs and people of Ohawu, as well as Achiavama and Bokuve, have welcomed any intention and efforts to upgrade the college into a university status. According to them, the move will not only increase their children's access to tertiary education, but also create job opportunities for the people.
We will be very happy if the college can be raised to the university status so that our wards or children's access to university education will not be a problem to us in the area, because our children or our wards travel as far as Kumasi, Cape Coast to have access to university education, where we have vast land there which can be developed to have more educational facilities for our subjects. So we'll be very happy if we can have those things on our land. So I'll be very happy, and even I'm ready to support the district team to wherever we can go to lobby for these projects to come.
And to be our desire to have it done for us. And that will even serve not only Ohawu but the southern part of the Volta region. I represent the opinion of my subjects that we have full support of the elevation of the school to university status. Should the government need additional land, we are ready to supply. Because we know that the elevation of this school to university status would, in no small way, train a lot of resourceful citizens of Ghana. We support that.
It's easy because the land that we are occupying is very vast and very big, and which is acquired by the government. It's about 360,000 hectares of land, which can be used for anything. The infrastructure here is quite good. With little expansion, I think the future plan might be to train first degree or maybe MSc students here.
Incidentally, it has also been the wish of the students that the college be upgraded into a university status to enable them have quality teaching and learning in the college.
If we are talking about the contribution of agric to the economy of Ghana, as at now I know it's about 60% GDP contribution to the Ghana's economy. So there is a way government should do to improve the facilities of this particular institution. And Ohawu Agricultural College is one of the best. So if government can do something to improve the system, I think we'll be very happy.
We are pleading that the government can upgrade this college to a university level so that those of us who have completed the certificate and the diploma courses, we can come back to continue with the university. So I think it should be upgraded to that level, which will help us in our future.
It should be upgraded to university because the college level are taking only few students, and I believe if it turns to university, majority who are staying in the house can also have the opportunity to offer the courses that we are doing here, which will benefit others in the entire country.
There is no doubt that the role of the Ohawu Agricultural College in the promotion of agricultural development in the country cannot be overemphasized. All said and done, the college has what it takes to become an enviable public agricultural university in Ghana.
If you watch carefully, the population of the country is growing. And as the population grows, that means we have to find more food to feed the people. But as the population also is growing, what are the available land for agricultural purposes is being swallowed up by other purposes like real estate developers and people even doing other things. So what it implies is that we have to produce more food from a small area now to feed more people. And there are two ways of increasing food production. Either you work on the area where the food is being produced, or you work on the yield. And here in the case, we don't have the luxury of increasing the area because land size for agricultural purposes is shrinking. So we have to only work on the yield. And working on the yield, that means you have to work on the varieties we use, or the planting materials, or the agricultural or the cultural practices that we actually use. And that can only be done through a rigorous scientific research. And you know that science, the highest point where you can do your scientific research is in the universities. So I feel that for us to move forward, we need more agricultural universities than what we have now. So that even battles the point that our agricultural college needs to be upgraded to the status of a university. Only about 20% of the land there is being used currently. There's a vast land there for infrastructure development in terms of maybe hostels, maybe whatever, but then some too for research. So I think it's a very, laudable idea.
What is, however, and importantly needed is a bold decision to kick-start the idea and the commitment of the needed resources towards the achievement of such a laudable objective. Long live the Ohawu Agricultural College, long live the Ketu North District, long live the Volta region, and long live Ghana.